This week on the Sequoyah Scribe newscast, Keely and I investigate working lunch at Sevier Middle School.
Joshua and Leslie report on the recent CTE visit at Bennett High School.
And in our sports segment, Elizabeth and Kristin investigate Sevier swim team. All this and more is coming up on SSN. Good morning, Sevier Middle. My name is Alison.
And I'm Logan. Welcome to this week's episode of the Sequoyah Scribe newscast.
Working lunch can be a controversial topic. Does it really help students improve their grades? Keely and I filed this report. This year, something new was introduced, working lunch. Working lunch is for students who have not completed their assignments. Many Sevier students have not experienced working lunch.
To help students get caught up on late work that they need to make up, or just missing assignments, or just to help, like when you're gone a day and you need to make up some work like that. That'd be another good way.
To make sure that students get their homework done.
So that kids can make up their work that they've missed if they were sick or didn't do it.
The purpose of working lunch is really to support students. We want to provide them an opportunity to complete all of their work, and we understand that sometimes, for a variety of reasons, students have incomplete work. We want to make sure we provide every opportunity for students to be responsible and get their work done.
What do students think about working lunch?
Well, I think working lunch is pretty good because it helps the people get their work in that haven't had the time to finish their work.
I think it's a bad thing and a good thing. It's bad because the teacher sends you. It's pretty bad, but if you ask for it, you actually get extra time to finish your work if you haven't done it.
I think it's a good way to get caught up on missing work, if you need that, of course.
Working lunch could be helping or hurting students' grades.
I think for students who are motivated and take the opportunity and are responsible to it, it absolutely will. We have been disappointed that there are certain students who aren't taking that advantage of that opportunity, and so we are actually working on how to continue to support those students who aren't taking advantage of the opportunity provided in working lunch.
Yeah, so long as they actually do work, because I know some students don't actually work at all when they go to working lunch. So as long as you actually want to get your grades up, then yeah, it can help.
I mean, I think it's kind of hurting them and helping them because sometimes kids actually take advantage of it and do it, but sometimes people just go down there and just sit and talk.
Sometimes it's hurting because some kids, even though they have been sent to working lunch, some kids probably don't still do their homework. And I think it's helping some because, if they have a 0 on assignment, then they can redo it and they could get their grade up.
Working lunch could be a permanent addition to Sevier.
It is a permanent thing until we can think of something better. The biggest piece of advice that I could give to students is do your work. Be responsible, and that's how to be successful.
This has been Alison, Keely, and Logan reporting for SSN.
In other news, former Sevier Middle School student and Paralympic athlete Blake Leeper visited Sevier Middle School last week. Leeper is one of the most successful athletes from Sevier Middle School. He won several medals in the Paralympic Games in London. Leeper gave a talk to Sevier students about what it takes to overcome the odds and be successful.
Dr. Randy Watts, assistant principal of Bennett High School, presented a report on the proposed Regional Science and Technology Center at Bennett during a recent Board of Education meeting. The Regional Science and Technology Center would be on the DB campus and would provide extensive learning opportunities as well as additional student capacity.
Ellie Olson, a 9th grade student at DBXL and former Sevier Middle School student, had her artwork selected for the 2015 KCS holiday card. The card will be sent to elected state and local officials, select community members, members of local boards, and other administrative personnel. School board members Carrie Upshaw, presented Ellie with a framed copy of her artwork, which serves as the cover of the KCS holiday card.
Recently, John Sevier Middle School 8th graders took a trip to Dobbins-Bennett High School for a CTE tour. Joshua and Leslie filed this report.
Recently, the 8th grade went to the CTE building at DB. Did the students of Sevier enjoy this trip?
It was good. We learned a lot about the future classes we could take.
I thought it was really interesting and I really liked it.
I liked it a lot. It was just a little overwhelming.
Oh yes, they all enjoy seeing the possibilities of what they can take at the high school, which is much more than what they have here at Sevier.
The teachers of Sevier are forced to go on the trip, but at least they enjoy it.
Oh, very much so. I think it's a very beneficial trip for the students to see what they can take and the potential there.
The CTE trip is a double-edged sword. On one hand, students get to lose many of the classes offered there. On the other, they miss a day of school.
Yeah, it was good because it wasn't just missing a day. You actually got to learn about the school you're going to.
I think that trip that we go on is probably worth missing a day of class just for that experience for the students.
What are some of the classes available in the CTE building?
I teach the health science classes. Are any of you interested in going into the medical field?
If you're not familiar with that term, collision repair is the type of shop that you would take your car to if you wrecked it, or if it was just ugly and you wanted new paint on it, or you wanted some kind of custom work like flames.
And there's like a investigative class and then like a CSI class. So actually there's 4 levels and you can take 4 classes if you want to.
The students of Sevier saw many classes on the CTE trip. What was their favorite class?
Probably the health science because I think I could learn a lot.
My favorite class was probably the health science or small animal care.
Probably health science because I want to go into the medical field.
The students and teachers think that the CTE trip is beneficial to students.
Yeah, I would say that we should keep doing that for the future 8th graders because you do learn a lot about the classes you can take.
Well, it kind of gives the students some ideas and they can plan between now and the time they register for high school for what they would like to take and experience and try.
Yes, because it helped me decide what kind of classes I was interested in.
Yeah, very, because it helped me understand more what I wanted to do in high school.
Reporting for SSN, this has been Joshua and Leslie.
Last week, temperatures took a nosedive. What can we expect from the weather this week? Joshua is standing by in the Weather Center with the answers.
The week started out bitter cold, but slightly warmer temperatures are on the way. Good morning, Warriors. I'm Kristin. The week started out cold on Monday with a high temperature around 36 degrees and a low temperature of 17. Tuesday, the start of the school week, started out cold too. On Tuesday, it will be sunny. The high will be around 38 degrees. Tuesday night will be mostly clear with a low temperature of about 18 degrees. On Wednesday, there will be some clouds in the sky, but temperatures will go up to about 45 degrees. At night, temperatures will drop down to around 28 degrees. On Thursday and Friday, high temperatures will reach the mid-50s. Thursday night and Friday will also see a 60% chance of rain showers. That's it for today's weather report. Now let's go back to the newscast studio.
The basketball season is heating up the winter months right now. With the Tribe Classic coming up this week, Gabriel has your Sevier sports update.
Winter break is come and gone, but the middle school basketball season is going strong. Good morning, my name is Gabriel. Before the break, the junior varsity Lady Warriors were victorious at Robinson with a score of 28-26. The girls played hard and made strong defensive stops at the end. The leading scorer was Jabria Johnson with 14 points. The varsity boys basketball team won several games in a holiday tournament, including beating Sulphur Springs 61-11. Abaya Relaford had 15 points and Sebastian Fugit had 8. Sevier Middle School has several athletes whose sports are not all that well known. Kristin and Elizabeth investigated Kingsport City School's swim team and filed this report.
Every Friday, students from both Robinson and Sevier meet at the DB swimming pool to do one thing: swim. Being united by Coach Waters is different. Most swimmers are okay with it.
I think that would be okay because I like some of the kids I like the kids at Sevier, and I think they need a good swim coach. And we have a good swimming program here.
Yeah, I mean, it's like on the back of our shirts, like it says we're all Indians. So I guess that's fine because come from the same school system.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, we're all going to be together in high school, so it's great if we're together in middle school, too.
It is appropriate because we will be in 3 years or however many years, we will be on the same school and on the same swim team, so that makes sense.
It's fine to have a rivalry, but you can still have friends to go to Robinson, and the school rivalry doesn't really matter for friends.
Coaching both Robinson and Sevier swimmers is different but good.
It's very interesting. You get to see both perspectives from both middle schools. But what's good about it is when they come to high school, they'll all be together, and so they already get to know each other, and they've already made friends from each school.
An athletic team like the swim team may be hard to find out about. The swimmers found out many different ways.
And the sheets that they hand out for 5th grade field trip and the sports sheets, there was a swimming team, and I'd been on a club team in the summer before.
I found out about the swim team because it was open at announcements, and there was some posters in the hallways.
I mostly found out about it when I saw my sister swimming, and I asked the coach about joining the swim team.
I had a few friends that were on the Robinson swim team, and one of my teachers was the coach of the swim team.
Why would they even join the swim team?
I was a swimmer on a club team, and I enjoyed it, and I've been swimming for about 7 years now, so I just wanted to join the swim team, I guess.
Well, I've been swimming for 4 years. I always loved playing in the water, so I just decided to start competitive swimming.
I've been swimming on a club swim team for a long time, and I figured, why not just do this too?
The coach had many reasons to coach as well.
Well, I'm passionate about swimming. I swim in high school and in college, and I love it. I love coaching, and I love sports.
Only having 2 coaches can be tricky to teach both Robinson and Sevier students, so high schoolers sometimes help.
We get taught by either Coach Waters or some of the high school swimmers.
In the advanced group, yes, they do. The DB students, we've had several different DB students coaching us.
It feels just like a coach that's an adult that's coaching you. There's a lot of things about swimming.
The competitions are a little different than a regular sports meet. They have a lot of different events too.
Well, they're usually pretty early in the mornings, and they're mostly on Saturdays. So they have to get up, like our last swim meet, they had to get up and be at the pool by 7:45 when we were in the water at 8 o'clock. And some days they last a pretty long time throughout the day, and they have different events. So they'll swim 2 individual events, and then they'll swim 2 relays most of the time.
Like the 50 breaststroke, the 100 breaststroke, the 50 free, the 100 free, 50 fly, 100 fly, and then 50 back, and 100 back, and then the 200s of all that, and 500 free, 1,000 free, mile free.
Is this something worth doing next year?
I would go to this next year.
I would. Yes, I would. It's very enjoyable.
This has been Kristin and Fatima reporting for SSN.
This week, both the girls and the boys varsity basketball teams will participate in the Tribe Classic at Dobyns-Bennett High School. All Robinson and Sevier Middle students will travel to DB to watch the game. That's it for this week's sports report. Now let's go back to the newscast studio.
Since working lunch has become a big topic at Sevier, Joshua and Leslie hit the halls to find out how students of Sevier feel about this.
This year, Dr. Flora has implemented a system known as working lunch. When a student doesn't finish schoolwork, they go to working lunch. Joshua and I hit the halls to find out how students feel about this.
I think that it would help people learn, because if they don't do their work in class, then you should be punished a little.
It's stupid because no one even does work when they are in working lunch.
I like it because sometimes when you don't finish work, you can finish them at school, so you don't have to finish them at home. I've never really had it, so I don't
really know anything about it, but people say it's not that bad.
I think it's really good. Well, even though people get stuff done.
I think it's a good thing because if you got to work, you have some work to do, then you're able to get it done during lunch.
To tell us your opinion, tweet us at the hashtag SSN hits the halls. Now let's go back to the newscast studio.
That's it for this week's episode of the Sequoyah Scribe newscast.
When we return, Gabriel will take a closer look at the new Simple Machines project at Sevier Middle.
Elizabeth, Keely, and I will take a look back at the recent fall dance at John Sevier Middle School.
And in sports, Ian and Elizabeth will investigate the Tribe Classic.
I'm Allison.
And I'm Logan. Have a great week, Sevier Middle.